question of the week. Jeff, what is that?
What is your favorite Disney movie?
Deadpool. No, I'm just kidding. No, people play that. Okay, so I honestly didn't think about this much, but there are some caveats to that, right? Is it Disney?
Is there, though?
Just as a Disney, when you start the movie, the Disney logo comes up with my hands making them across the screen motion for podcasters with the star. Yeah, you're the Disney star thing going.
The Disney star over the castle? Sure. Yeah. Well, we can go with that.
What's your favorite? Because I got to think about it for a minute. I mean, I know who my favorite princess is, but I don't know about my favorite movie.
Tron.
All right. That was a Disney film, wasn't it?
It certainly was. I absolutely loved Tron growing up. And Tron Legacy was pretty good. And apparently they're talking about doing another Tron that's completely separate from Tron Legacy even. So we'll see if that is anything, but I absolutely loved Tron. Just the whole thought of getting sucked into a computer fascinated me as a kid, and I never grew out of that. Getting sucked into another world is still some of my favorite.
That's kind of
tropes.
Right? Yeah. So. Man, that's a tough one because I have a lot of fond memories of Disney movies. Hawmps, Hawmps, I think is what it's called. It was this movie with Don, the 1970s, the big comedian that was skinny, always into everything. Not Don Amici. Not Don, man. I know you're Googling it real for me.
I am Googling it because I have never heard of this. Hawmps. Hawmps. It's
with an A. It's not like Hawmps because that would sound dirty. It stood for, it was okay. So it was this basic military Western, like set in the Wild West a little bit. So it's kind of a military movie where they're trying to prove that it's a comedy, it's for families, but they're trying to prove that camels would do better than horses. And so in true military fashion, it's an acronym for horses are stupid. I don't know what it stood for.
And this is a Disney movie?
Yeah. Look for Apple Barrel Gang. I gotta go to IMDb now. Now I've gone down well. This is the most dad thing I've ever done. Started on one track and just gone down this rabbit hole of honestly movies that nobody's heard of.
Yeah, I have never heard of Hawmps. Apparently it came out in 1976. I have heard of the Apple Dumpling Gang.
Okay, so it's where is the star? Don Knotts. Oh, there you go. Diva's got it. Is it Hawmps or is it Hawmps? I thought I had an A in it.
HAWMPS is what I found.
I thought so. Yeah. So it's fun. You and your family would love it. I mean, this is the golden age of Disney live action, right? The animation had really put them on the map. They started trying their hand at stuff like Pete's Dragon and different things like that. And the Apple Bottom Gang is in there. The Apple Dumpling Gang. Apple Dumpling Gang rides again. Herbie, I believe, is Disney. Is in that realm of this era. So I can tell you, my mother, you know the stories, so it's more strict than even your house, loved it. We watched as a family a lot. You will enjoy it. But I think of those things. I think of like the Apple Dumpling Gang and those kind of things. But honestly, when you said Tron, it made me think of the Black Hole. And that was a more darker, more serious type sci-fi. Those other movies I just talked about, silly family comedies. Don Knotts, one of the best physical comedic actors ever. I mean, he is hilarious. His stuff holds up to this day. But always silly, always wholesome. My grandmother looked like him. It was weird. But Apple Bottom Gang are the ones with the boots in the front. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know, right? But the Black Hole was their foray, Disney's early foray into serious, kind of darker sci-fi, Cylon-esque robots, because Battlestar Galactica was huge at the time. Again, it's a 1970s, early 80s movie. Um, he does the echo. I love it. And it was, I have a hard time when we say Disney movies and favorite all in the same sentence, because there's a lot of good ones. There's some that are meh, like the new Escape to Witch Mountain, meh, not great at all. I love The Rock, but it was not good. I didn't watch
the old one. Oh, I liked the old one. So,
well, it had the word witch in it, so I couldn't watch it. No joke. Not joking.
I know you're not. That definitely sounds on par with what I've heard about your mom.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, 1979 was The Black Hole. I probably watched it a little bit later.
You know what? I bet your mom absolutely loved the Gnome-mobile. I don't know if that's Disney. I think it might be.
I don't recognize that.
I bet. One. Oh, okay. Well, then maybe you should watch it sometime.
While you're over on IMDb, why don't you check out Wise and Nerdy? Because we have an IMDb page.
That we do. The Gnome-mobile, riding around in the Gnome-mobile.
Yeah, that just sounds like a Herbie ripoff. No thanks. Not say I see it here. I don't know if it's Disney, but it's Walter.
No, it is Disney. I looked at it. Yep.
Honestly, pre-show, I got a phone call, but pre-show, I probably should have Googled Disney movies just to get reminded, because there's plenty of stuff you watch as Disney you don't remember as Disney.
Mm-hmm. And there's plenty of stuff that you've watched that you thought was Disney and wasn't.
Was it? Right. And this might be one of those. And if this is Disney, this is my favorite. The Flight to the Navigator.
Flight? Oh,
Joe, you don't know that one, or are you just verifying it?
No. I'm just checking to see if it's Disney. I don't know if it's Disney.
Gotcha.
Flight of the Navigator.
1986. Paul Rubens. Yeah, Paul Rubens.
That's the one where he jumps forward in time, but he's still young, and then he ends up.
He's been missing for like 20 years and stuff.
Yeah. There's this weird dichotomy between him and his now older brother, who was his younger brother, type of thing, right?
Something like that.
It's been forever since I've seen it, but yeah, no,
Paul Rubens is the voice of the robot in the alien ship, and
distributed by Buena Vista, so it probably is Disney.
That is Disney.
So
Disney owns Buena Vista. Yeah, I don't know if it's official. So now Purist will be out here going, because Disney owns a lot of different, all the world knows now, they own a lot of different companies, but back then we didn't know they owned Buena Vista, so they could put out rated R movies under a different brand that were still Disney movies, basically.
So it was sent to Disney, but they didn't approve it. It was sent to another organization that actually produced it, but they made a deal with Disney to distribute it. So Disney distributed it, but they didn't actually make it.
Yep, New Star Entertainment, which I think Disney ended up buying later. But New Star Entertainment made it. Yep. So not.
But yeah, no, that's a good one. I do like that one.
That's great. This was definitely not Disney. Batteries not included.
Oh yeah, I like batteries not included.
I still, just even thinking about it wrecks me in my heart, dude. Just wrecks me.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a happy ending, it's just that middle part that you.
Yep. It's got a tearjerker moment. It does. You know, they make you get care so much about those little robots. They really do.
Really do. Oh, I don't care about this. That's gonna be a list.
Those robots remind me of the robot from Robin Williams' Absent Minded Professor. No, Flubber. That's what
Flubber.
Flubber
is a Disney movie.
Yep.
Yeah, I just thought IMDb might make a list of Disney movies. It did not. But
I mean, Disney's been around for since the 1920s, or it's been around for a little
bit
time.
Later than that, I think, but yeah.
Later? Okay. Because I was actually thinking it might have been earlier than that. But yeah, anyway, regardless, it's been around for over 100 years. They've put out a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I found a list of course, Goofy movie. Now, we're getting people playing with this in our chat, but
Goofy movies,
what their favorite is.
Yeah, Tyler did. So it's Disney / Pixar, but Tyler says The Incredibles.
That's such a young person thing to say. I like giving grief. Hey, honestly, you, of course, we both met Tyler. Does he strike you as somebody who has a kid old enough to be put to bed? Yeah, because babies, I don't consider putting them in bed, right? You just lay them down, whatever. But yeah, I was like, Tyler, I thought you were like a baby yourself. What are you doing making babies? Yeah, let me flip through this. Of course,
it's not a real baby, it's a replicant.
I love the book, hate the movie. That's a question of the week, Joe. Where did you love the? We can do two different ones. Where did you love the book, hated the movie? Which is too easy for a lot of people. It's not.
Oh yeah, there's so many examples.
But where did you love the movie, hated the book? Now this one was the standard. Wrinkle in Time, loved the books. The movie was just not good. Did you know Adventures in Babysitting was Disney? I did not remember that.
Yes, I did. That's the one where the girl's obsessed with Thor.
Yeah. No, it's a fantastic movie. Angels in the Outfield. Didn't realize that was Disney. That was fun.
Yeah, their catalog is
vast.
Awesome.
Yeah. Just kind of scanning through. So
my wife is weighing in through Discord. She says Beauty and the Beast.
Discord does not show. This is what happens when you have somebody in full throes of addiction, man. She's just so popcorn deep right now. She can't even realize where we're supposed to chat. Just saying.
She got
that pop brain going on.
She's really just jealous of the library from from Beauty and the Beast. I mean, any bookworm would be jealous of that library. It's pretty awesome.
Really cool. So, any others that you can think of that? Okay, Tyler says a bonus dad, but still counts. I agree, still counts. I like it. You call it bonus dad. That's pretty cool. 32. I would not have pegged you as 32, my friends.
Devo Site's getting after me. No side chatter. Not fair.
Yeah, not fair.
Oh man,
the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
So good. All right, too many. I'm gonna stop
you know what? I've got it. It's your favorite. Ewoks: Battle for Endor. It wasn't Disney when it was made.
No, it really
but
wasn't.
It is now.
It's not good when it was made either.
I liked it growing up. Is the Man from Snowy River Disney?
No, I'm looking. That was fantastic.
I used to watch that.
They did bring it to the U.S., but it is officially not Disney because it's made in Australia, I do believe.
Okay, yeah, I used to. That's what my mom would put on the TV to get me to take a nap in the afternoon. But I absolutely loved it, and I had a ton of horse toys when I was little, and yeah. Man from Snowy River.
Well, if you like that one, what about 5 Mile Creek? That was an Australian Western series.
I have never heard of that.
That's another good one. I don't remember a ton about Gus with Don Knotts. Oh my goodness! All right, turn this list off.
Newsies.
Never watched it. Never watched it. I've heard so many things about it.
I've got one that I think you will be like, oh yeah. Remember the Titans.
That is Disney, isn't it?
It is.
I definitely enjoyed that. Radio, I think, was in the era. I don't know if it's Disney, but it's in the era of Remember the Titans.
Yep.
But then 9/11 happened, and nobody remembers the Titans anymore.
We've got a couple.
Did you have some for the question?
We got a couple of speak pipes specifically for the question.
This is the whole cleanup section of the podcast. We'll get back to it.
So, reminder, the question was, what is your favorite Disney movie? We've got an answer here from Casey J and from Devo Site. So we'll start with Casey here.
G'day, Dads. Question of the week is, what's your favorite Disney movie? And I thought about it. Initially, my brain went straight to animated films, and unfortunately, all my favorite animated films are actually DreamWorks films: Road to El Dorado, Megamind, Sinbad, Rise of the Guardians. Those films, I watch them all the time, and I can quote them front to back. But like I said, not Disney. Thinking about Disney animated films, I love Cars. Cars is just, I'm car obsessed, so for me, I love that one. And then Planes 2, I don't know why, but that one also tickles me a bit. And then Moana, I can sing Moana back to front, front to back. Me and my kids watch that all the time. But honestly, if we're talking overall Disney, for me, it's Cool Runnings. I loved Cool Runnings as a kid. I think growing up in a hot country,
Yes.
this sort of alien world of snow and ice has just fascinated me. So, and I love, I got a lot of laughs out of that movie so much. So yeah, if I have to pick one, Cool Runnings. So there's my answer.
That is a good answer.
Try.
Just remember to have your lucky egg.
Yeah. That's it. See, I'll take a little bit something different from that movie, right? I will always, that's one of those we talked about last week, was something that lives rent free in your mind. Them counting in Swiss, because that's what they thought you needed to do to be good at it. And it was always fun. So great one.
Oh, that fantastic movie. And that has John Candy, right?
Yep. The late great.
All right, and now we've got from Devo site.
For the question of the week, I would say the Disney movies that kind of stand out in my mind are, well, obviously Aladdin, a lot of the musical things like Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid. Yeah, watched it a lot. And even got older, had kids, and listened and sang along those songs a lot. However, interesting thing, when I was at Southwest Baptist, this guy, his name is Buddy Baker. He actually composed a lot of the music for the early Disney, and he came back, got an honorary doctorate, and directed our choir, which is really neat. It was a pretty cool honor, and just general nice guy. So, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, those 90s animated Disney had some fantastic music to them, just in general.